Swords, kings, kingdoms, castles, religion, horses. Yes, my friends, welcome to the Middle Ages. Welcome to the age where kings wanted more land, where religious men had more authority than the secular ruler, also where peasants had to work to pay their taxes. By the help of Crusader kings and a creature called my mind, we'll create a story of some kings and queens using the clip from Crusader Kings. So let us begin, shall we? Before I tell the story of my gameplay, let's talk about real life history for a second. Let's talk about Charlemagne. You see here, Charlemagne's real name was Charles. His brother was Carloman. Carloman died at the age of 21 in the year 771. Charlemagne inherited Carloman's kingdom. Later, Charlemagne attacked the conquering Lombards in Italy and attacked the Saxon tribes. Charlemagne forced the Saxon tribes to convert to Christianity. He became emperor of the newly established Holy Roman Empire, or the Western Roman Empire, the year 800. It seems in my Crusader King's timeline, he had done the same thing, but much earlier. Actually, in this timeline, he became the emperor of the HRE in the year 774. For now, let's focus on one dynasty, the Hucbertide dynasty. Our story begins in the year 772. There lay a child. His name was Wilichar. His father was Maroma. He was one of the Hucbertide dynasty and Duke of Berry. A few years back, Marcomer revolted against his liege to gain independence, and he succeeded. Instead, he swore fealty to Charlemagne as a gift. Charlemagne granted the Duchy of Berry to Marcomer. In the year 783, a tragedy struck. Marcomer died in his sleep at the age of 30. His son, Wilichar, was his chosen successor. He was only 12 years old at the time, so his chosen regent was Wilichar's mentor, a skilled monk named Heinrich. He taught him how to read and write. A commander named Karl taught him how to fight. Wilichar knew how to read Latin and the local language, which was early French. At the age of 18, Wilichar fought his first battle against Magnacar, the Duke of Anjou. After months of battle, victory finally came to Wilichar at the Battle of Vendôme. It has been reported that after surrendering, Duke Magnacar kneeled before Wilichar and admitted his defeat. On the 10th of November 794, the news came that Emperor Heinrich of the Holy Roman Empire died while fighting the Slavs in the east. On the 11th of November 794, the nobles of the HRE and the Pope Lucius II chose Wilichar as the successor. He was crowned by the Pope on the 13th of November 794. Fast forward to the year 800 in the month of November. Now the Emperor Wilichar attacked the infidels in Iberia. He marched from Vendôme onto modern-day Barcelona and fought with the local liege, Mukhtar, the Duke of Barcelona. Some local legends say while going to the battle, he stopped at Agen and healed a sick man by touching his forehead. After defeating Mukhtar, Wilichar forced him to convert to Christianity or face death. Mukhtar chose to convert instead. After defeating the infidels in modern-day Barcelona, he decided to move the capital of the HRE to Paris instead of Vendôme. There, he built the Grand Cathedral of Mother Mary. On the 21st of October, strange men from the north arrived at Tunis and attacked. When the now 42-year-old emperor heard about the attack, he prepared his army to defend. Both armies met at Guinness. Wilichar nearly died in the battle. He was struck from behind by one of the mysterious men, but they were very victorious. You see, they had some help from one of those strange men. The strange man in question was named Hakor. He helped Willichar's army defeat these savages in Guinness. After defeating them, Hakkar and his men converted to Christianity. As a gift for aiding this battle, Hakkar was granted the county of Guinness by Willichar himself. The next conflict happened where Willichar least expected. An armed rebellion led by a disgruntled duke by the name of Agnarold II. You see, Agnarold wanted to push his claim to become the new Holy Roman Emperor. Him and a bunch of rebellious nobles conquered part of Lower Lorraine. Their next plan was to conquer Paris and take out Willichar from his palace and throw him into the water. But their plan would fail this time, though not by Willichar himself, but by his brother, Marcomer and Vermandois. The other nobles were also captured. To set an example, they were all executed so that they would not rebel again. The rest of Willichar's life was mostly peaceful. He reformed lots of the empire's law. He chose his son Theodoric as his successor. At long last, after ruling 42 years, Willichar died of old age. He was buried under the cathedral that he had built. His son Theodoric could not hold on to the empire much longer. He died after a year. Now, new kingdoms have risen up, including the new kingdom of France and a child rules it by the name of Raymond. Will he be able to hold on to the fragile kingdom, or will he fail? The story will be continued in the next episode. Until then, see you next time.